They don't have the link yet, though. They'll get the link soon.
Whoever's just watching the archive version will hear this microphone jangling about.
Jingle and jangle.
Jekyll and Hyde.
What is this today? Ringle and angle?
Angle.
Okay, I guess we'll just wait for people to join.
What is is it Angus? It is Angus, isn't it?
Hey, you are Angus, yeah. Okay, yeah, we good. We got the stream. So how you doing today? What did we do today? Today we worked on a schedule. We got like the next 3 months of videos kind of mapped out.
Yeah. And then we were working on some shorter videos.
Yeah, just to post to Facebook and maybe get some viral views on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when they go up. Or never, I don't know.
I worked on one of the albums and the weekly posts for Patreon.
Oh,
so I could
right,
get that
yeah.
done ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, the sky's like a golden color outside.
Oh, is it? Well,
there's 0 people watching.
Guess we could just keep talking to each other. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wonder, do people get notifications?
Too.
Like, let me check my email. Do I get notifications for that? No, because I'm not a $2 patron. I'm just a patron or something.
Well, if you're watching the archive version of this, I'm sure things will heat up in about.
Yeah, it's heating up.
Like 3
He's
minutes.
heating up. I had Greek food for lunch and dinner today. Because every time I come here, that's all I eat.
We could like cook stuff.
Yeah, we could, but it's so good. Jason Bourgeois.
Jason Bourgeois. Reliable.
Yeah,
oh, thank you so much.
Good old Jason B. Oh, we did surpass 600, didn't we? Yeah. It's like past 600, though. It's like 618 or something. Or, I don't know. It's a lot. 619. Wow, nice. Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe somebody's just gotten a new patron.
Oh, maybe it's that cat that I posted to the page that did it.
You post a cat to the page? Well, it is, yeah. Somebody literally just did that because I just checked the notifications like awesome. 20 minutes ago.
Well,
Jason B in his house, indeed.
2 people watching this.
So we were going to have everybody.
Yeah.
But Brian is unfortunately asleep because he's very tired after work. Thomas probably had a full day of business school or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess he's tired too.
Us 2 hooligans. This is like Adventure Archives episode 1.
It is. It's like even complete with awkward dialogue and not knowing what to say to the camera. Like, yeah, so, just
that sounded like one of those Michael Jackson songs. I just want to say.
Yeah. He was like the original ASMR.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Wow.
So who's the second person watching, or is that ourselves?
Yeah, it could be ourselves. Yeah. Well, sometimes this is something I've noticed about YouTube and Twitch is that the vast majority of people watch and do not comment. Like it's weird. It's almost like you get it in your head that everybody who's commenting is like the majority of viewers. It's like a fraction.
Yeah, that makes sense because like I think about what I do and I
don't
comment.
Like there's YouTubers I watch religiously, almost never comment. I have commented on a Casey Neistat video like 3 times, or maybe more than that. But I've seen every one of his like 700 videos.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's lots of people like that too.
I wonder if like people who came out to our meetup, I wonder if they're all people who comment. No, because
they're not. Because so many people. I was like at the LA meetup, nobody comments. Not a single one of them were. No. That's not true. There was.
But Derek.
Yeah, I know Derek. There was. God, what is his name? Man, there's a dude, Maestas. I don't know if you've ever seen his name on there, but he comments on the vlog sometimes too. Maestas, he was there and he comments. So there are some people. I don't know. I mean, it's just a weird thing because like. Vocal minority is a very accurate phrase.
Yeah.
Like it makes you. It's kind of troubling because it kind of distorts what the actual reality of it is. But
I just kind of wish like more people would join us on the live streams, just because. Well, I mean, it's fine, but but it's also like
the patron live streams or the live streams.
Well, the patron ones, because it's just interesting to think about like how much of an appeal, like, do people find this appealing? And some people definitely
yeah,
do. But
yeah. Well, it's funny because I find it appealing just because I think it's fun.
Yeah, no,
to
yeah.
like interact.
I'm super.
Oh, and thank you, Jason. Yeah, I love doing those podcasts with my mom. We should have you on, like what you guys on with me and my mom.
It's kind of funny because like Campfire Chronicles as a podcast, I think originally was envisioned as like an extended philosophy talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it has straight.
Yeah, that's I already know what the problem is. Our philosophy is we would have to get more into politics and our political views. And it's just like nobody really wants to actually get into that unless you agree with what we're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
At least that's always been my hesitancy. Like when we were playing Monster Hunter World the other day on Twitch, like we were playing multiplayer, the whole time I just kept wanting to say the F word. Because whenever we play that game, I say the F word all the time. But because it's like just so natural. I'm like, go get that effing thing. And then like, oh, we got that mother effer. But it's like you can't. Well, you can on Twitch, but.
There's something to be said about like, I mean, I'm really glad Adventure Archives is family friendly.
Yeah.
There's also something to be said about starting some sort of media or project where you can just be like fully yourself.
Yeah.
And I think like certain people appreciate that too, but with this sort of material, it's like this is the sort of thing you want kids to watch.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm curious, Jason. This kind of relates to what we were saying earlier. Is how do you get notifications for when this is happening?
Oh, yeah.
Like when we edit the post, I don't think they get notifications when we edit the post. But do you get an initial email when we put the post out that says there's going to be a stream tonight at 8? I'd be interested in that. Maybe we should actually have a dummy account that's just. Well, Patreon should let you do that. Just like let you have a dummy account to see what it looks like at different tiers for notifications.
Yeah, that would be really nice. I really wish you could control what gets notified and what doesn't.
Yeah, that would be good. Well, I know when we edit, you can make it so that they get notified, but
yeah, but it's just like the lens thing, like the story thing they have. That'd be really fun to use, but it notifies them every single time.
I was just noticing there's a community page on Patreon.
Yeah.
I did not know that existed.
No, we found out about it. Like, we didn't know for a long time, but we found out about it.
Oh, yeah, I guess I knew about it, but
yeah,
it
like
doesn't
people have been sharing their pictures.
It doesn't show you notifications about
Yeah,
that.
that's really bizarre. Like, you'd think of all the things that would be.
What? Dude, people are posting all these wonderful pictures.
Yeah, because we asked people to post pictures so we could share them on our side videos.
Okay, dude, I had no idea this. I'm going to start checking these. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Like, these are really cool pictures. They're really tall
awesome.
for some reason. Why are they so tall?
Phone pictures. Which isn't it funny that like vertical video exists only because of our hands? Like if you really think about it. Whereas widescreen exists because of our eyes. It's like,
wow, yeah. I've experimented with vertical video, but it just never quite is the same.
Yeah, Instagram TV was trying to do all vertical video, and who's that one guy you always watch? That
MKBHD.
Like, no. He produces a lot of films and like has worked for CNN.
Oh, Philip Bloom.
Yeah, he just like refused to do it and just had all his videos sideways.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I kind of like the idea of like playing around with vertical video, but it's so much trouble.
Oh, so Jason, you just get the link when we update. Okay, cool.
You can actually notify people of the edit.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
Okay.
But
why are there only 3 people? That's really weird.
I don't know. Well, thank you guys for being patrons. Like, I really enjoy the patron only chats because the people are like actually into it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and it's kind of easier to follow.
Yeah,
it's like
that's a big one. Is like the chat goes so like when we did it yesterday, I stopped looking at the chat and just let you guys pick out questions because it goes by so fast. It's hard to focus. What was I about to say? I had something to say that was like profound.
Vertical video.
Oh, vertical video. Yeah. So I did vlogs and I actually did like full DSLR quality. I got an L bracket so that I put my camera sideways. Did I ever show you that? No. I'll show that to you. Well, I mean, it's not that interesting, but it makes it so it's vertical and you can mount it on a tripod. But it's so restricting.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it would be that restricting.
It's just because you think of seeing things this way, like wide.
Well, I think it's also we interact in space in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't move up and down. We move left and right and forward and back all the time.
There are like some cases where it works with like big buildings and trees and stuff.
Well, I think it works for informational stuff really well too. Like if you're just imparting information and somebody's scrolling through a phone, that's great.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe we should do those Facebook videos vertical.
That'd be cool.
Have you thought about
Well, square is like, I feel like that's the standard now.
Oh,
Because
okay.
then it's just either way.
Oh.
Hello, William McKean.
William McKean, welcome.
2 Canadians and 2 Americans in the chat.
Oh,
you can
nice.
See that? That's funny.
Oh, cool.
I didn't even know I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, participants?
Participants? Maybe not.
That's
huh?
weird.
Huh. Well, participants might refer to people who are actually chatting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we were thinking of trying to plan something for this live stream.
Yeah. Well, also, I expected everybody to be on. So,
Maybe
Dennis,
people
welcome.
are burnt out because we just had a live stream or something.
oh, no. Not the people watching. 5 people watching is about what I expected for any patron live stream. I expected to have all 4 of us.
Yeah.
So we could have more juicy dialogues and behind the scenes and stuff. If you guys have questions, but let us know. Oh, yeah, so Brian is sleeping. He's too tired after work. Thomas, he had a full day of business school, so I guess he's too tired also.
We could just treat this as a pseudo podcast where we rant about society like we always do.
Okay, yeah. What's been on your mind about society lately?
That's a good question.
I
don't know. I'm trying to think.
I don't have like very many complaints in my personal life.
Actually,
lately.
okay, here's one thought. This is something that happened recently. Yeah, Brian is sleeping. Oh, like Brian is literally taking a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally taking a nap.
So one thing, I was at a friend's house staying over for the night. And like,
oh, no, that's probably sarcasm because he's the sleeper.
Oh, duh.
Brian, yeah, I got you.
So like I was staying at a friend's house one time and like they didn't really feel like doing anything, but for some reason I still felt like doing something and I got really antsy and like just like in the middle of the night, well not really the middle, but like at 12 or 1 a.m.
Okay.
decided to take their car because my car, they were moving and my car was at their old place.
Okay.
So I took their car to a bar that another friend of mine was at and just like went to hang out. And I don't know, it was weird because I had this like hesitation, like, should I really just do this right now or should I just like fall asleep? But sometimes I have these moments where I'm like, I just want to do something like nuts.
Yeah.
Like you just want to break away from society.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
Like I don't know, it's like a midlife crisis type thing.
No, I get it. It's because like sometimes you restrict yourself so many times. If you have an impulse, you're like, dude, I got to just act on one of my impulses to remind myself that I'm actually capable of doing something either impulsive, spontaneous, or something like, outside of the norm.
And it's so funny because it's like I was sitting in the car and I was still like, should I bother?
Yeah.
And it's just so funny how many berries.
When you got there, how'd you feel though? Were you like, oh yeah,
it was good. It was a good time. Yeah. I hung out with some friends and went home and.
That's usually what it is. It's like if you do something you're hesitant to do.
Yeah, it turns out.
And then
totally
you do it,
fine.
you're like, oh, that was good.
That was perfectly good.
Well, let's check the chat real quick.
Hello, NJ Heart to Heart.
Oh, updates on the postcards and T-shirts.
So the postcards I will probably have done designing by the end of this week, and then Thomas and I are going to meet about like figuring out how to deal with sending those out. We're thinking logistically it'd be easier to send postcards out in like waves.
Yeah.
Rather than every single one.
So like doing like every 3 episodes, we'll send all the postcards at once. Because for one thing, we've never hit the actual rhythm of doing it after every episode. So it makes more sense to just have people expect. So like even if somebody like stopped being a patron, so they're like patron for 1 episode, we'd still have it.
And that also saves on paper too. It's like because then you're not using as many envelopes and stuff.
And postage costs too, and all that stuff. Yeah. And then T-shirts, we're working on that.
Yeah, I think we just have to design Robby's, but the main obstacle is just figuring out the logistics of like setting up some sort of merchandising.
Maybe we should take another look at Teespring, because those are just real simple. You just send them your design, and I don't know, man. I know everybody really wants the T-shirts. I just don't want to put any effort towards it at all. I'm really sorry. That's like God honest truth. But everybody else is doing a great job on it. You guys are doing a good job. Well, you're trying to. You still haven't produced any fruit.
Well, I think, there's some complications there too with like figuring out what that would mean for us as like.
Yeah, like do you have to pay sales tax or all that stuff? And anyway, NJ Heart to Heart. Hello, Don from New Jersey. And Daryl Anderson, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, so we have a visitor from Japan, from the far east or the far west, depending on which direction you go.
Yeah, well, it is hard to rant about society without getting too political. But
yeah.
Which Nintendo console?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Because so wait, have we shown the designs that you guys came up with?
Ooh, I think we did on our like Instagram story, but let's pull it up because that'd be pretty cool to show. I mean, I kind of want to just order ones for ourselves at least, so we can like wear them and like
at least. Okay, so
yeah, no, those were them at the bottom.
the one
Yeah,
that we
show
can't
that.
show. That's pretty funny though. Okay, so
I can just hold it up at the.
yeah, just go hold that up. He's gonna hold it up. So whose is this?
So this is Thomas's. Hold on.
You can just use the touchscreen.
Oh right. It's Thomas's. Then. How does this work? Oh right, this is Brian's. Got the hammock there. And then this is the General Adventure Archives shirt.
Wow, that hammock one looks great. Holy cow.
And then. How do I get it?
Oh, the main one looks good too. Wow, nice.
And this one was one for me. Got the plants and the mushrooms. And then also,
That looks like. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, there was an alternate design for Thompson's that had like.
Oh, they might not be able to hear you.
Oh, right. But anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was talking
Okay,
to Cameron.
man, those look really cool. Okay, so yeah, we do need to put more effort to getting those made
Yeah.
because people would love that. Oh, I'm gonna go focus it. Actually,
Oh,
you
right.
focus it? I'm trapped.
Let me,
Yeah. So basically, each one of those shirts were a design for a specific person. Who designed them?
So the main Adventure Archives shirt, I think pretty much me and Brian designed, I think. Actually, my mom suggested we put the silhouettes in there of all four of us.
Oh, nice.
And then
Well,
Thomas.
you actually did the illustrator work, right?
Yeah.
Sure,
Thomas
yeah.
designed his own. Brian and I collaborated on his, and then I designed my own. Actually, the shirt with the mushroom and stuff, I actually like hand drew those, pulled them into Illustrator, and then like
Yeah.
digitized them.
Yeah. No, we gotta make this happen because those look really good, and I know people would really want them.
Yeah.
Dawn said that she wants each one.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dan Pew.
Oh, he's ranking them.
Pewta. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Number one was that mine or was that?
Let me see if I can get these on the stream. You keep talking. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you, Dawn, by the way. Yeah. I really wish it was easier to just like set all that up and not worry about the complications of what that entails. But similarly, I mean, well, I don't know if we should mention the whole idea you had earlier, but
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, because we don't have to commit to that.
yeah, so we're not committing to this, but we were playing around with the idea of doing patches, like seasonal patches, and then like maybe at a certain like $5 and up, you enter into a raffle to win one or something. But then also we'd probably come up with a way to get the patch on its own. I don't know. Basically, it'd be cool for us to have more patches and to design more patches. Oh, Puta equals white. When I lived in Indonesia, they called me Orange Puta, a white person. Pronounced Puti. Oh, Puti. Okay, so yeah, these are the designs that are being pulled up. That's Brian's t-shirt right there. Don says, I like that idea of patches, so you don't have to buy all 4 shirts. You'll just buy one and then buy all the patches. And you stick all the patches on the shirt. Would anyone be able to buy the t-shirts in an online store? Yeah, so I mean, that is what we're thinking, is eventually we'd have some sort of online storefront where we would be selling this stuff for people to get. And I think it's like a decent quality material too, so that you can actually like go camping in it. At least it's not like a cotton shirt. Damn, you're getting that right flushed and lined up.
I don't know why I spent so much effort trying to get it like exact. It's not even exact. That's one more. I think. Oh, this is just different colorway. Okay.
Sanwar says, "Wait, just joined. You guys putting out merchandise? I'm so pumped to take all my money." Yeah, no. So what we were saying is, we're trying to do that, and hopefully that will happen soon. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time. People have been asking for it forever.
Yeah.
And like,
Jason says, "Really striking designs. Thank you."
yeah, I probably should have cropped those so they're bigger. I'll do that real quick.
Yeah. So T-shirts is definitely one thing, and then patches would be a definitely. Oh, and it'd really be cool to like make the postcards and posters available to people. Something like that, at least. Dan Putti says blue/orange is my favorite. Like just in general, or do you mean on the right? Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's actually good to know because I think Thomas was worried that like his design was the worst looking, but I actually thought it looked pretty cool.
That's his design, that last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. So anyway, the whole reason we brought this up, tell them the reason we brought it up is because I was going to say that mine has a camera on it. It doesn't have a game system.
Oh, right. Yeah. So someone mentioned what game system will be on Robby's, but so the idea with that is it'll be like a camera lens. This was an idea Brian had. And it'll have like a reflection of like a nature scene inside of the lens or something. But that has yet to be designed because we're terrible people.
We have no. I mean, no. Here's the real reason. Like, if we want to be perfectly honest, why we haven't done. If you ever wonder, like, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? It's because all of our time is spent going on trips and editing the main episodes.
That's true. And then, like, not knowing how to manage it outside of that.
Yeah. It's like, it takes so much creative energy that it's just after that, there's, like, no brain space left to do anything else. But at least that's my excuse.
Sanwar says, "Love the designs, very subtle. Oftentimes, these shirts are very in your face." Yeah, that's something we really wanted is, like, we didn't want it to just be, like, an advertisement for the channel. We wanted it to be something that actually looked cool to wear.
Yeah, yeah.
Jason Bourgeois asked what kind of mushroom. That is supposed to be an Amanita muscaria.
It looks just like one of those mushrooms from, God, what is that called? Oh, no, I'm thinking of the 10th Kingdom. I was thinking of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
but I don't think.
Alice, but
Oh, there was one in Alice in Wonderland.
yeah. I mean, that's like the classic mushroom they always show.
Okay.
Like the red one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what the Mario mushroom's based on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, there's like I learned in my mycology class. So those mushrooms are like toxic, but also slightly hallucinogenic.
Oh.
And there's a theory that Christmas is, I mean, this is like a weird theory, but this is what our mycology professor told us. There's a theory that Christmas somehow is like based on this like old like religion that like Siberian hunter-gatherers would practice, or like Siberian nomads. So basically like they herded reindeer, and sometimes the reindeer, well, like, so the reindeer is one connection. And they would pick these mushrooms to do like these rituals and stuff. And what they would do is they'd pick them and dry them on trees, like on pine trees. Mm-hmm. So they'd be like hanging ornaments.
Yeah.
And then they would deliver them by like going through the top of a yurt because it was like buried in snow or something, I think. So it's like kind of going through the chimney.
Yeah.
But apparently the way they would consume these
mushrooms. Where was this?
Like Siberia.
Oh, okay.
But the way they would consume these mushrooms apparently was that because it was so toxic, you could risk like death if you just ate it. So they would have the reindeers eat them and then drink the pee of the reindeer. So I've been told, at least.
Man, isn't it weird how history is just lost? Like, that's a hell of a story.
Yeah.
And there was nobody recording that history, so we don't even know for sure if that's...
And also, who figured out, like, who was the first one to drink reindeer pee?
That's a good question.
Oh, so Don wants me to name the plants. So what the other plants on the shirt, there's a bloodroot, a trillium, there's some wild violets, there is a greater plantain, there's a fern frond, and trout lilies. I think those are all that I put on there.
Wow, those are cool designs. Yeah. So the silhouettes, what are those silhouettes from, though?
So the three of us are from Pictured Rocks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then Thomas's is from Yosemite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it just worked out really well.
Yeah. Yeah, that hammock looks really cool.
Yeah, that's like Lion King or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like Thomas's. It's like that kind of Aeropostale or whatever.
Yeah. It's like something you'd see in an REI or something.
Yeah. Daryl Anderson says the silhouettes look good. You can actually tell who is who. Oh wow, that's cool.
That is a great one. K Peasy, welcome. He says should have one of just us three with our arms crossed, waiting for you to start the fire.
It's just like a silhouette of me hunched over. Like.
Yeah. It's like a big spark.
Dennis Yo says, thanks for the latest soundtrack. It makes my hike less boring after hiking for more than 10 kilometers and still have more to go. Wow, 10 kilometers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad people listen to those.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
That's good.
Especially because like I feel like sometimes the music is obscured by what's happening on the camera.
Oh yeah. Especially like sometimes whenever Nate will send me the drum tracks back, I'll listen to them. I'm like, man, these are so good. And then I put it in the episode, and it's like they all get dipped down to like minus 15 dB, so you can't even hear it anyway.
It's amazing how much of a difference those drums make.
Yeah, it's like the glue. It's just like the narration, man.
Yeah.
Narration like glues everything together in the video.
It's like the cornstarch in a thick soup.
A good egg drop soup with a lot of cornstarch, give it a nice thickness. Yeah, those are good. I think we should definitely make them. Let's talk about pricing. What would you guys want to pay?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Like, what would be reasonable? Because I don't know how much they cost to make.
I think it's kind of a decent amount. Like, I think we were thinking $25 per shirt, which is like
I feel like that's standard for most merch. Like, YouTube merch is like that's what people charge.
Not quite what you would get for a shirt at Kohl's, but it's also not a shirt at Kohl's.
Because I think there's also kind of an understanding when you buy merch from like a creator their main gig is not selling T-shirts; it's partially supporting them.
Right.
So I don't know. You guys tell us.
Dawn says I was looking at a shirt from Mount Washington, just hiked it, and it was $22.95. Oh, and that's actually like at a gift store. So.
Oh yeah, $22.95. Mm-hmm.
Alex says if you offer them in tall sizes, I'd be willing to drop some money on them.
Alex, welcome by the way.
Yeah, we'd have to look into that.
Oh yeah, tall sizes. Yeah, because he's a big dude. He's super tall. Huh. Man, the logistics. That's the thing. Well, the logistics company you guys were looking at.
Yeah, so
they take care of that stuff and they make it on demand, right?
Right. So instead of having to order bulk, the nice thing is that they just produce it whenever someone orders one.
Yeah.
Which is super nice. But Dawn says it was an online store actually, but now that I think of it, the gift shop was about the same. Okay.
Cool.
Sandwar says I believe the more contrasting level of color, higher the cost to make them. Okay. I'd be willing to pay $25 per shirt. I think the maker we were looking at though, like it was amazing. They were pretty lenient about the designs and stuff.
As far as what you get to put on there?
Yeah, because I've seen some T-shirt makers in the past. Like, I think we've done some with Revel.
Oh, yeah.
It's like only one color or something.
Yeah. It was a company called Ford Printing. They do amazing looking shirts, but yeah, I guess they're a little bit higher quality and more expensive. So, okay, yeah, $20 to $25 I think is basically the gist of it. Yeah. Well, I mean, especially if the company's going to take care of it, I feel like 20 might be doable. But then 25 is an extra $5. So maybe we'd split the difference, do $22.50.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
that's boring to talk about.
Yeah.
Money, like who cares? About money?
Who cares about that?
Well, I mean, it helps eat, but
yeah. This is like mumble and bumble with angle and wringle.
I saw a groundhog earlier. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, that's going to be on the vlog in a couple of days. Oh, man. We've reached a new low for patron live streams. I was just trying to get the dust out of this thing.
What we need is like some beers or something.
Oh, man. Some beers would be so good right now.
Yeah. I have Brazilian liquor.
Oh, no. I want the taste. I don't want to just eat nail polish remover.
If we, depending on how many limes I have left, we can make something decent. But then that also requires sugar, which probably destroy.
I'm gonna get some sparkling water after this. I feel like I just need I need some carbonation.
Don said, so I came in a few minutes late. What happened, Brian? He is sleeping, shockingly enough. I think he was just tired after work. The Vlogenstein.
So for some reason, I just started calling my vlog the Vlogenstein. So at the end, I was like, that's going to do it for today's Vlogenstein.
That's like when we were in Germany and we kept saying Schlausen. probably very offensive.
It was probably super offensive, but just everything. We're like, go give me that Schlusenschlausen. I'm sorry to anybody who's from Germany.
Yeah.
I love Germany.
Oh, yeah.
I love your language. I wish I could speak it. Flula Borg is my favorite comedian ever. No, not ever. Conan O'Brien probably is, but Flula Borg is pretty good.
Together, they make a good Voltron.
You should listen to his podcast. That dude's really
fun.
fun.
Oh, he has a podcast?
Yeah, it's really good.
Alex Hessman says, I don't think talking about merchandising is boring at all. We're the people who would initially buy the sort of thing, so we're the best audience to discuss it with. That is very true, actually.
Sanwar One's got a good question. Are we still shooting for 1 episode a month? Is that the ultimate goal? So actually, we just did some scheduling of videos for the next 3 months. Me and Andrew are going to spearhead that because we're the ones who have the most time to do it. So basically, we were coming up with, right now, the plan is, and we're not going to ever publicly say this. Well, maybe we should do that at some point. Publicly announce it so that we actually stick to it, because we've had schedules in the past that we haven't publicly announced.
Yeah.
And we stick to it for a little while. Anyway, we're trying to do 1 episode a month, 3 side videos a month. So 4 videos a month, 1 every Monday. And the side videos will be either a side hike, like an overnight, a solo overnight, or like a, like a
plant ID, fire
plant
starting,
ID, that type of stuff.
wood whittling,
Well, I'm gonna get rid of these.
trap making.
Actually, I'll just leave them up. Yeah, I'll leave those up. And then, so we're gonna see if it's feasible, because it's like we got the next 3 months. We've already found out it's feasible to do 1 episode a month.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's sustainable for trying to build YouTube audience. The quantity is just like, you got to have quantity, and you got to have something that hits, that gets into that algorithm stream that actually gets some new subscribers. Like when we had Japan and got 20,000 subscribers, we need another one of those to get a significant.
That is like something that's a little disappointing about the internet age, is like, there's so many cool ideas for different projects, but they only work if the person proposing them is like already well known.
Yeah.
Like, think about comedians in cars getting coffee. I mean, not that that's a particularly good show or anything, but it's like that idea makes no sense if it isn't in the context of like the richest comedian.
Yeah.
And
yes, such a big market already.
Right.
So that it's like really easy to get a start,
But it's like all these quirky ideas, like that's the stuff I kind of want to see, and like the stuff I want to create, instead of like some like toy reviews or something.
Yeah. But it's weird, man. Like, especially just the sheer amount of free media there is to watch, even paid media. How much stuff gets added to Netflix every day? Who on earth even has the time to watch it all?
Yeah.
So it's like you're competing with everything, So it's hard to.
I feel like it'd be like, on one hand, having national like media that everybody recognizes, it's a big part of culture.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it'd be so cool if there was like a bigger part of society where we knew about and enjoyed like local stuff. Actually, in Columbus, a lot of my friends do listen to like the local music scene, but I've never really had the attention span to like get into that. But.
Well, it's so hard. Like, I think about the stuff that I like my favorite bands. I just found them because of Candy Rat Records. I found Candy Rat Records initially because of Andy McKee's one video that went viral.
The drifting.
Yeah, the drifting, like just all of those.
Yeah.
So like it's like one, like how else did I find Matthew Walker? He's this dude who does sleep research. I found out about him because he's been on like this press tour, and just eventually it entered my awareness through the virality of the internet,
Yeah.
But how many other things am I missing out on because they haven't entered my whirlpool of awareness? Anyway, so that's the current ultimate goal, is to do 1 episode a month and get 3 side videos a month. We'll see how that goes for the next 3 months or so, maybe till the end of the year, and then we'll see how that goes. Because we'd like to just be completely independent, use Patreon, have a really big YouTube channel, but we have to find a way to build the YouTube channel, because that'll feed into building Patreon.
Right. Daryl Anderson says we could come back to Japan. I think that is actually something
That's definitely on the docket. Yeah.
Did we meet Daryl last time? Did we even know?
No. I don't know if we even knew him.
Okay.
No, we didn't, because I think he found.
Oh, he must have found us because of the video? Or?
I feel like he's told me before, and I've forgotten. So yeah, go ahead and tell us again.
Tessa Banks says, so do you know where the October episode will be filmed? Curious minds want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we do. It's the one we're doing this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might as well say it.
Okay. It's Manistee River up in Michigan, right?
Yes.
Why are you getting that look?
No.
But what I will say that I like, what I don't want to spoil is what we're gonna be doing on the trip.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's actually really cool what we have planned out.
Yeah. I mean, they could probably guess, but
yeah. But I mean, one thing I will say is like it is gonna be back into the raw of the wilderness. Like we are going back to the backpacking.
we're even like planning on not filming any of the car shots.
Yeah. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
No roads. No more roads. I don't want to see another road.
A wheel.
Although it is a long drive. How long is the drive?
It's like probably like, I
think it's 9 hours.
Is it 9? Is it that much?
No, I think it's
8?
6.
6?
No, it's 9. I'll look it up.
Well, it's like it's almost gonna be like hard not to film if we see a really cool sunset or something. Like,
yeah, that's true. I mean, we definitely will film it. It's like, oh, it's only 6. Okay, no problem.
But I would like to start it just right there.
Yeah. Locally sourced media, farm to screen, organic grass-fed free range content. You know it, dog. You know about all those organic grass-fed free range. What did Kramer say? He was like cage-free, farm fresh. No. I only eat cage-free, farm fresh.
There's like an episode where he gets rid of his refrigerator, so because he only wants to eat fresh stuff.
Oh, really?
And then he like comes to Jerry's apartment looking for. Actually, no, it is interesting. The whole local media thing. The Tangentially Speaking podcast. He started a Patreon to like help fund that, and like he has a New York Times best-selling book, so he's probably doing all right. Although I heard you actually don't make a whole lot of money from that. But anyway,
well, it's awareness, you know.
Yeah,
recognition.
But he's like, he very much sums up how I think I feel about Patreon, where he's like, I don't want to talk about this, and like. He's like, if it were up to me, I wouldn't even mention it. But I've noticed that when I do mention it, I actually get a jump.
That is such, this is so true, dude. That's like, the best example is when we did the Germany early release trailer. We did like the worst trailer ever, and we didn't point people to the Patreon, and we didn't have any voiceover saying that we needed Patreon. We got 0 clicks onto the Patreon and 0 new Patreon people for that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just like a fact of life that you have to do that. So, but let's not bore them because we're preaching to the choir here.
Well, I mean, what I was going to say is
we're like, by the way, go to patreon.com/adventure and sign up. And they're like, we already are.
No. But one thing that was funny is that he was like, there was one episode where he was like, and in this episode, I'm not going to like take up your time selling you anything or giving you advertisements. I'm not even going to tell you to go to patreon.com.
Okay, so Stanmore says, I'm 32, but I actually remember internet used to be a lot more quirky. Lots of small sites that catered to niche audiences. But now everyone gets herded into Google, Instagram,
That's
YouTube,
true.
Facebook, Reddit. Yeah, it's
much more monopolized.
But you know, it's funny because I don't even know how I would find small sites now. Like, how on earth do you even find them?
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys even find us? Like, it's literally...
Well, we are on YouTube. But...
Yeah, we're on YouTube. But how did it initially come into there? It's just that we're at the mercy of that algorithm.
Yeah. I feel like when
that could be good and bad.
Initially started, a lot of it was probably from Reddit.
Yeah, I mean, we literally just posted our videos.
I don't know how many of you all were here from the beginning, but like, we were even making trailers before we launched the channel to try and like...
Oh, that's true, yeah. I remember when we were posting those trailers to Reddit, a few people saw them multiple, was like, okay, enough already, just post the actual episodes. Or something. Something like that.
I remember that.
And I was like, we got episodes for you, son. You just wait.
And there's like in Morgan Monroe, I'm wearing like a wool hat and like a hoodie. And someone saw the trailer and like, looks like a bunch of hipsters. I was like, you're not entirely wrong.
Spelunking, hunting episode?
Actually, I do know someone who goes caving, and it'd be kind of interesting to do like... They say that sleeping in a cave is miserable, but it'd be good for film, I think.
Why would that be miserable?
I think just because you're like stuffy inside. I don't know. But it'd be cool to do something where you like camp on the way there and then camp inside one night or something.
Man, that'd be so cool.
I should talk to them.
We got a cool side video coming up. We just planned that today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that should be cool. Should be. We'll see.
The one that we booked.
Yeah, the one we just booked, yeah.
And then hunting episode, I know people who hunt too, so that's a possibility. Daryl Anderson says he did find out about us through Kumatori.
Read those 2 messages by Alex Tessman. You know, there's this one
the AA lore.
There's a YouTube channel I follow. They post one video like every year. It's like these 3 dudes playing the marimba, and they do different game things, and then at the end of the videos they'll do like these weird skits, and there's like a banana in the video. And just like the top comment was like, I'm really digging the lore here. It keeps like expanding every video or something like that.
We kind of have a lore about like Thomas being lost in the desert.
Yeah, it's more just like inside jokes, but we got to find a way to do some more lore. You know, like kind of. Man, I would love to have like hidden stuff like Kojima does, and, you know.
Little Greedo action figure.
Like, what if
we could do like little Greedo thing? Find the Greedo.
Oh yeah. Find the Greedo, get a banana.
You know, speaking of lore though, it would be really, really cool to like do a series that actually has a story.
Yeah.
Because remember when we were filming the Patreon promo and we did those costumes?
God, yes.
It'd be so fun. Like, it would be really fun to go to a thrift store and just like look for a costume or something.
God, dude, I would
scrap something together.
You know, in fact, I really feel like the next special scene should just be a special thanks. Should just be a cantina scene. We all do it together.
Or we just make something up.
Yeah, we have like cigarette smoke in the air. We'll unplug the.
Have all of us like playing the flutes and stuff.
Yeah. Like somebody at the corner.
An AA prequel. That'd be, you know, actually, that is funny though, because I was just going through your hard drive, and I found some behind the
there's a
scenes
whole
footage.
bunch of stuff. Yeah,
and we were just saying like eventually,
I'm gonna move these t-shirts off there.
Yeah, eventually we want to create some sort of documentary about the creation of the channel. I think that'd be really cool. In fact, maybe we could play the original theme song. Or maybe we should just save that for some other time. But
oh no, I think that'd be cool. You guys want to hear that? The original theme song?
Yeah. So the story with this is that I was at Robby's and we had just finished. Well, we were in the process of editing the first episode, but we were trying to come up with a really good theme song. Couldn't really think of anything, and then Brian sends over this idea, and we're like, "Oh man, this is really good." But we were like, "But it has to be like a little darker and not as like happy sounding." And then Robby was like, and we need something that sounds like Back to the Future or Power Rangers or whatever. Well, I forget what you said exactly. Wasn't it Back to the Future? Like,
yeah, probably Back to the Future. It was, yeah.
How does Back to the Future go?
I can't find it. Where is it at?
Oh, it's in the Slack.
Oh, it was in Slack.
Or no, it was Resistance Chat.
Well, you answer the chat while I find it.
Yeah. So, let's see. Alex Sussman says, I don't remember exactly when I started, but I had been watching other hiking videos. You came up and recommended videos from a Shug Emery. Oh, okay, Shug, yeah. I know Brian watches him a lot because he likes the hammock thing. Tessa Banks says, I discovered you when I was searching for hiking footage in Shenandoah National Park on YouTube 3 months ago. Was blown away by the cinematography, so binge watch all the other hikes. Man, I'm glad that episode at least had good shots because yeah. Because like that is actually our least favorite episode. We've mentioned that before, but
I've come around on it just from a cinematography.
Yeah. Some of the shots are really nice. Like that slug, I like that slug a lot.
Okay, here it comes.
Alex Testman says, if you want help, I will gladly offer my services. I forget. Are you talking about the prequel? Oh, the documentary.
I think it's playing. We can't hear it. Yeah, it's playing.
Which is yeah.
So that.
Oh, is that? Are we muted?
No, we're unmuted. We were never muted.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was what's funny is the chords at the beginning are still the same chords.
Yeah. Our best work really is when it's a true collaboration where we all like contribute, because it's like you get a sound that, I mean, it's really good when we do our individual stuff because you get more variety, but when we make like a collaboration, it really gives a new 1 + 1 + 1 = 6 instead of 3. You know what I'm saying?
More than the sum of our parts or whatever.
Yeah.
William McKean says we need an AA wiki. Really describe the mythology of the world. We could write like a.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, yeah.
Like what if we did do a lore book though? That'd be hilarious.
That would be really funny. That's the thing about. I want to find a way for us to be like financially secure where we can explore stupid ideas.
Yeah,
that would be really fun, but have no.
It wouldn't really help us necessarily.
Yeah.
It'd just be fun for the sake of fun.
Yeah, and it would still be enjoyable. People would like it, but like not necessarily something.
But there is like actually a decent amount we could go into.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like I make journals for camping.
Yeah.
William McKean also asked, why was I going through your hard drive? The real answer is I was actually just looking for certain music so I could add to a certain album.
It wasn't my hard drive. It's our archived hard drive.
Yeah.
It's the Adventure Archives archives. Archival hard drives that have all of our files on them. So he was looking through music and stuff, but there is a lot of stuff on there. Like I'm really glad we filmed some behind the scenes stuff. Like there's just random clips of us editing Red River Gorge or something back at the place I used to live in. Over here.
Just like
all sorts of random clips. And I'm really glad we have some footage of the very first edit we did at the Zumba studio.
Yeah,
we were just in the back room like all night working on that. Yeah. Just like deliriously working on. That's in a blooper somewhere. Oh, that might be on Bandcamp. The medieval ditty.
Oh yeah,
where we're singing to it.
It's funny because like,
well, I can pull that up.
I don't think the real version is even on the album. But Alex Testament says like an AA inspired game similar to Firewatch. Speaking of which,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Did we hear back about some stuff?
Yeah, I don't think we can say anything yet, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I know. Andrew has to eventually write a book. You're too good a storyteller not to. He has
a book.
What?
Metal Fever. I've still got it in my house.
As a kid, I actually wrote a lot of stories, and I wrote one called Metal Fever. Which, okay.
Because it's kind of like a Gregorian chant.
That's so funny at the end. So in the first episode, we used that minus the vocals, but like that was just us like experimenting. We were actually like pretty creative in our like because I remember we were like, oh, for a winter episode, we should get like glass bowls and clang on them.
Oh yeah,
fill them with the ice cubes or something.
It's so funny. Limitations really do spark creativity because now that we've got Logic, we never use any real instruments.
Yeah.
It's all just.
I mean, it would also be
Shame
a lot
on
more
us.
trouble, but
That's true. Yeah. Bob, welcome to
Bob.
the chat. Good to have you.
Yes, I didn't realize you showed Metal Fever in the vlog. That's hilarious.
I didn't show what was the contents, but I have it all in a binder. At some point, no, because you were writing like a page a day,
Oh, really?
or a page every now and then you would update it, and I would print
You would
out the
read-
next page.
That's so funny.
So I have an entire binder of it. I've always been an archiver.
Yeah, what made you decide to do that? Just because, like,
I don't know, I'm just weird like that.
so, like, I mean, it's good you did, but the
Yeah, 'cause
general.
do you still have the file?
Oh, I don't know actually.
Yeah, so it is good because that's the only existing.
It might be
copy,
on our
probably.
website somewhere. Well,
We'd probably have to go to the archive.org or whatever.
But the general premise was like there was a civil war in the U.S. and then we were fighting some vague enemy in the Middle East because it was like my childhood worldview was shaped by the wars. And then like someone discovers this mysterious virus that can like mutate into. It's basically like aliens
right.
/ the flood. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It can also like make super soldiers and yeah, that's the kind of stuff I wrote.
Oh, I can put those T-shirt designs back up for you.
And then I had another story I wrote one time called Kids Strike Back, which was all about these kids at this like really oppressive school.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hated school as a kid. But it was like a lot of it was
didn't?
shaped by my experience in private school when I was in elementary school, and then also in public school for the rest of my school career. But it's like, I don't know, just like ridiculous things that would happen and like ridiculous rules. And
Which was Sage and Sarah? That was Metal
Fever.
Fever. Okay.
But actually, I was starting to write, like, I would actually kind of like to write a book along the lines of like Walden or like Sand County, like one of those nature writing books.
Yeah.
But I started trying that, and then I ended up just ranting about like civilization.
You know,
And I was like, maybe this isn't like how I should start it.
in another 10 years, people would actually probably buy that.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like that'd be 15 years of Adventure Archives. And to actually have a book like Adventure Archives, my story. Adventure Archives, what I really think of the wild. It's actually pretty much the same as what I say in the show, but
The Andrew Lynn experience. I feel like I gotta like live in a cabin for a year
yeah.
or something to write.
Well, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, not really.
I mean, you could even write about the dichotomy of your life. Of on the one hand, it's nature, and on the other hand, it's Netflix. And then the combining of those, like to cleave the dichotomy, I had to get my show onto Netflix.
back in 2023.
Once I got the show on Netflix, my life was complete. But then I said, what do I do now?
And so I wrote a book.
Okay, yeah, so Sanwar, that's one thing we talked about today. So the side videos, we are going to be doing that. Because we can go like on the weekdays and just be like, well, let's just go. And then, but yeah, so we'll see. Because I think we can definitely make that happen. And then I've talked about this before. Maybe you guys already know this. But in October, I'm going to be doing the Timberline Ridge Trail. Or maybe it's just the Timberline Trail. It goes around Mount Hood. That's going to be a solo adventure. It's going to be... I'm looking forward to it. Should be good.
Bob says he likes the second shirt.
Oh, excellent.
Alex Sussman says, but Walden and Sand County Almanac are basically memoirs and journal entries. I don't know if you can just sit down and write that. That's true, but I do have journals of all my camping.
Yeah,
trips
that's true.
that
Yeah.
I could base it off of, I feel like. Because I feel like in Desert Solitaire by Edward Abbey, he wrote in his journal, but then embellished it afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does he say that?
Yeah. I mean, just in the sense that, like, you probably want to just add more thoughts and stuff.
Oh.
They're
He
more
has more
revised
thoughts.
than
Not like in the bear was 20 feet tall.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Actually, let me pull these journals out. Really
Yeah, go get them. You guys have probably seen it at some point in the episodes because he's shown it on the episodes, shown him writing in it, but not specifically what is actually in the journals. But he's been doing it since, man, way before we started the show itself, right?
Since Hocking Hills.
Yeah, that's 2007. So that's 11 years now. And yeah, that if you guys didn't know, that wall up there above the fireplace, that's basically a bunch of Adventure Archives memorabilia.
Okay, so this is the first journal that I created.
I can pull the camera closer.
Okay. So this is the first entry in this. This has a bunch of loose stuff in it that I need to tape. Because these journals are also kind of scrapbooks, but yeah, I remember I made this. I was in a 2D art class in college, and I brought this in to show the professor, and like, because he was teaching us some stuff about binding books. But the first entry is Mohican State Park, summer 2010. But I also have like, there are some books in my closet, like in my childhood room, that have some journal entries from other trips before this. But the first one in this is Mohican State Park in 2010 in the summer, which I went with some like high school friends. And then it ends. This is even before Adventure Archives, but it ends in the Smokies trip that I took in 2013, which I think, this was my solo trip. So like, there's some stuff there. There's like some plants and some various permits and stuff. Some illustrations. And then...
Oh, that last one you just got recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one is so cool.
Yeah, I still don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know if I'm going to use it for this or for more personal stuff.
You got to use it. Well, You gotta use it for something.
No,
Don't
yeah,
just
yeah.
let it sit there.
But I was thinking like I could. Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it says volume 4 because like there are 2 other books before that first one I just showed you that just have random entries in them, but it's not all filled out like these are. But yeah, this I think this cloth is from like an old shirt or some old pants I had, and the first entry in this is another trip to the Smokies I took in 2013, and the last entry.
Oh, there's China stuff in there.
Yeah. It's Clifty Wilderness. I didn't really write much about that because I forgot to at the time. But yeah, I've got like stuff from China in here. Can like pull all this. This is from Shanghai. What else? More stuff from China. This is something that I didn't tape apparently. There's like maps that you can pull out and look at. So this is the map from Allegheny, from our Allegheny episode.
What is this? That's my handwriting.
Oh, I don't know. This must have been some like scrap stuff that you were using and then I taped it in afterwards or something.
Huh. Weird.
But yeah, and then this is like stuff from Yellowstone. All our permits, our tickets.
Oh, this is T Creek's map.
This is the business card where we got the bear spray. Oh yeah, I think I already have this in here actually, but I'll put it in just in case.
How old were you guys when you started making videos? So I was 15 when I made my first video. That was freshman year of high school. And my English teacher was also the video production teacher. We made a movie called White Men Can Jump. Then after that, I was like, dude, videos are awesome. So I made a Metal Gear fan movie. And then, we haven't shown those. There's a ton of videos we've made together. And Andrew was like, so you would have been like 9 years old, 10 years old. I was like 16 or 15. And it was called Safe Break. And it was basically the concept was me and Andrew were busting into Brian and Andrew's parents' house, and Brian was like defending the house. It's a hilarious video. We loved it at the time, but it would be really funny to watch now.
There are some things we could pull up on someone's channel.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I've got all the original tapes. I just need to digitize them.
Oh. Well, we should show something later at the end of the stream or something.
I don't know if I have anything on my computer right now.
No, there's stuff on someone's YouTube channel. Like not Safe Break, but there's some other stuff.
Oh.
Like random. There was Brian had like Mafia Man on his Facebook.
Oh. Well, anyways, we started making documentary travel sort of we called them good times videos. It was just trip videos. We started that in 2007. No, 2004. Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was the first
That's nuts how long ago that was.
And then it
was kind of like slideshows to music.
Yeah.
With some video and wow, that is so funny how long we did that for. Without starting Adventure Archives too. How long has that idea been? Like I don't even remember who came up with it first. I thought I did, but then Brian said he did. And then,
Adventure Archives?
Yeah.
As a TV show?
Like yeah.
I don't think it was any particular one of us because I'm pretty sure we all came up with it just like together, all three of us. But I made that pilot. Mohican was the initial like first step.
Yeah. Where we were like, let's make a concerted effort to actually film video instead of take pictures.
No, I don't even think that was it. I'm pretty sure we just took videos because we wanted to take videos.
Well, I mean, it wasn't to like create Adventure Archives, but it was more. But I thought.
Oh, maybe
we did decide like, well, we should try more video instead of pictures.
It's so ephemeral how it got started, but it in retrospect it seems inevitable. But
I saw you had some of the stuff from our Hugging Hills attempt.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if you have the Land Between the Lakes stuff. I hope you do.
I do somewhere.
Okay.
I definitely have that, yeah.
That'd be really interesting to look at. Anyway, journal-wise, this last one was created by some other patrons.
At the Ohio meetup.
Yeah.
What was the dude's name?
Burgundy and... I'm brain farting right now. I'm really sorry.
The dude looked like... He looked like a Star Wars character. He looked so cool.
Yeah.
Like he had like this cool haircut. Was his haircut like yours?
Yeah, it's like shaved on the side.
Yeah, he has a cool haircut, and then he had like a scarf, and then like his wife looked really cool too, and they were just like two Mad Max characters. They were awesome. I don't remember what their names were, but
I know his name.
I barely talked to him because
I know it's like an IJ something. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting your name right now because my brain is farting. I feel like that happens. Oh, it's Aaron. Oh, it's his last name. I was getting confused. Aaron. Okay.
T. Skern says he used to journal all the time, filled up like 10. No, let's see that though.
Oh. Yeah.
Get
So
a nice close up look at that.
like, so it's got the logo on here.
Here, move the thing there so I can see the
yeah.
peaks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There, yeah. Okay, that's good.
And then you open it up. I feel really bad that I brain farted, but and look at this. Like they even printed that.
Unbelievable.
And so I'm
and a
kind
nice
of,
message on the back too, right?
Yeah, and they wrote a message in here.
You don't have to show it. I don't know if it's personal or not.
But see, I'm kind of debating if I want to use this as like the way I use my normal camping journals, or if I want to use it for like more personal stuff.
I think just as long as you use it, because it's just so cool. It's got to be used, you know.
Yeah, it's so awesome. Like this is a vast improvement.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it looks like it should be illuminated by monastic scribes. I totally feel that way.
The basement tapes of Adventure Archives. Yeah, maybe we'll do that as a. Okay, that's what we'll do. We will show those on a live stream sometime, only for patrons, and only for patrons who are willing to go look through the archives. Like we'll make it archived, but I'm not gonna post that like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could. Whatever. Anyway, Daryl says, when is Cumberland Gap supposed to be happening again? We just scheduled it today, but I forgot.
Yeah, so that's going to be... We're going to be filming that in October? No, in September. Filming it in September, releasing it... Is that right? What date? What month is it?
Yeah, it's either late September or
filming
October.
it late September, early release October.
Right. That's the plan.
Public release November 1st or whatever. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that journal is awesome. Aaron in Burgundy, like, thank you so much again if you're watching this archived version.
Yeah, maybe Tessa Banks is right. She said don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Although that would also make it kind of cool. But all right, William McKean, thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
Yep. See you, William.
What was I going to say? Oh, if we did do a documentary about the creation of Adventure Archives, we should like start with all those earlier videos and stuff.
Yeah,
and, like,
definitely.
With all that.
2004, I think, is really the, like, I can all trace it back to my brother, though. Like, my brother really, he just kind of inadvertently started it because he took cheesy pictures of himself at Hocking Hills. Then we went to the sand dunes. They were like, we got to take cheesy pictures, too. Like, that's what you got to do. Take cheesy pictures of yourself posing, looking off into the distance.
Now we just take cheesy videos.
Cheesy videos, yeah.
They're in 4K. Oh, I still remember, like, when you came over and you showed me, like, before we filmed the first safe break.
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, I want you to be in a video. And first I was amazed because, like, you hated me up to that point. It's like, oh, wow, I get to be involved in something. But second...
we can explain that in a second. Because I think that's people are like, what?
I was just an annoying kid, apparently.
Yeah, okay, we're gone.
Second... I don't know what I was expecting, just like a home video, but then I saw it was edited and you had the lens flashes.
Yeah.
And I was like so impressed at the time. I was like, I didn't know you'd be like making a real movie.
Well, now you look at it, it's really bad. But so me and Brian are both like 6. How old are you? 26?
27, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 6 years older, 6 to 7 years older than Andrew, and for the first like 6 years of his life, he was just like the most obnoxious, spoiled kid. I was too. Don't get me wrong, but when you have an obnoxious, two obnoxious, spoiled kids, like I was really annoyed by him all the time. And, anyways, at some point, stopped being annoyed by him.
I think you farted on me one time while I was sleeping.
I'm sure I've done that before.
That was funny.
Yeah, but anyways, that's what he was referring to. Now we're the best of friends.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah. Well, I guess we could probably end it pretty soon.
Yeah, maybe we should close it out with some funny video that we've made or something.
Okay, let me see if I can find something.
Yeah. If not, I know for a fact that there's one on Brian's thing. You could look at Thomas's thing. Just
I'll look at Brian's real quick and see what he's got there.
Well, he had one on his Facebook, but
I think it's muted. Okay, it's muted. Well,
these are liked videos, so
yeah.
Just go to the home, I think. Anyway, we're trying to pull up an interesting video. That's just the Airsoft playlist. Look up Look up his Facebook. I'm trying to remember.
What Mafia Man is.
It's no, actually, what you weren't here. It was Danny was here for that one. Weirdly enough.
Oh, really?
I didn't even remember what it was until he showed it to me. Gerald Anderson says, "Say hi to Brian when he wakes up." Will do. I think Brian said he had an interesting idea for a stream next week, so I'm sure he'll make it up to you. Yeah. And then just like maximize it, I guess. And maximize again. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gotta turn the display cap on here.
Anyway, we are about to pull this video up. Sorry that we've been sitting here in silence, but also no one's saying anything in the chat. So, but I think it's a stupid like action video that we made. These were the sorts of videos we grew up making. It would still really be fun to do like a scripted video with a story.
So I can HDify this.
Oh yeah. Gotta change it to HD really quick. T.S. Kern says, by the way, hi. Hello, T.S. Kearns. Thank you for joining us.
What camera was this? The T3i?
I think so. Actually, I don't know. No, yeah, it was.
Well, this is awesome, dude. I vaguely remember seeing this before. Are they getting sound?
Yeah, I think so. It's really dark. I think my filming style was inspired by Joss Whedon at the time. Or at least I wanted it to be.
Yeah, no, that is Joss Whedon-esque.
Zooms and stuff.
This is definitely a classic feature of our videos.
Yeah. Like floral pattern. What music is this even? Some God of War music or something?
I don't know.
The Honey Nut Cheerios product.
They're like, dang!
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Game over. Oh god, that's so stupid. Are we unmuted or?
Yeah, we've been on mute.
Okay, so that's what I figured. Tessa Banks says it's a wonder your neighbors didn't call the cops. We were just talking about how like you could never do the stuff we used to do anymore.
Were they getting audio?
Were you guys getting audio?
I don't think they were.
No one complained about. Oh well. Hopefully you were getting the audio for that.
I think. Yeah, hopefully. Sorry if you didn't have audio. Just
But yeah, no, like none of the gun sounds were actually like those are all in post. But
We were literally just talking about that today about
Yeah.
how we used to do gun videos outside, just like walking. We were walking around in his neighborhood.
it was on Halloween to be fair. But
Yeah, with these big like airsoft rifles that look like automatic machine guns, just like school bus going by.
little orange tip. But I
Yeah.
mean, besides that.
If we did that now, we would get arrested so fast.
Yeah.
It would like make your head spin.
And like I remember the school bus was like hesitant to let the kids off. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why are they
yeah,
hesitant?
it was like, what's the problem here? We just we got the toy guns. It's no problem. Oh, they got audio. Okay, so
Okay, good. So hold on, there was something. Well, Bob said someday he'll get Robby.
someday. No, that's a done deal, Bob. You know I'm doing it.
And then where did all the props
In
come
fact, it'll
from?
probably be this.
The first
make it happen.
we had like just a decent amount of airsoft guns. The first time we ever got one, Brian got one at like some convention he worked at,
Oh,
and it was like a really cheap one, but it was like the coolest thing ever at the time. And I was like, I wish I had this when I was a kid, but I was a kid, so.
and we started off with a lot of my dad's old BB guns.
Oh yeah.
He had this black handgun BB gun. He had this like dirty, hairy, long rifle, like pellet gun. That thing, like when you actually use it, it was like an air rifle
Yeah.
BB gun. That thing hurt.
There was the revolver.
The two revolvers, these were just plastic.
There
I
was
don't
the
remember
real
where I found
looking
those.
one too, though.
Oh yeah, that was
was like a
another
replica,
BB
yeah.
gun. Yeah, actually, that was just like a little white pellet gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Someone, Alex Sessman says the Honey Nut Cheerios product placement. Tessa Banks is asking who's doing the filming. Actually, if you look closely, in every shot, there's only two people. So.
Yeah, it's always a third person. That's how we did so many videos, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing's really changed, has it?
Little Hollywood movie magic there.
Like that's still how we film now. Is just, yeah, it's always somebody, and now it's lots of times we're filming it and there's nobody filming. It's a tripod, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. Maybe next time we'll try to get some more behind the scenes clips because I've got a ton of them and they're hilarious. So, not all of them we can show though.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little too juvenile.
Yeah. Just juvenile enough that like an adult wouldn't find it very funny.
Yeah.
But also juvenile, not juvenile enough that a kid could watch it.
Yeah.
January 2017.
Oh yeah.
Will do.
Well, cool. Thank you guys for joining.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any final questions or final thoughts, concerns, comments?
Let us know. We could do the lightning round thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ask us a yes or no question or a one-word answer question.
Could be anything. I mean, you could like get creative, like sausage or pepperoni, pizza or hamburgers,
Ooh. Pizza. Right?
Greece or Italy.
Well, it depends what kind of grease you're using. I'm just kidding.
I'm so bad at getting those because I was literally about to say I'm talking about countries, man. What are you talking about?
Daryl understand. Thanks, guys. Glad I made it today. Glad you made it as well.
I'm not doing the t-shirt designs.
Oh yeah.
So somebody
That's
else is
all
going
up
to
to me.
design mine.
I'll get it done this week. Now that we're actually like trying to make a concerted effort to do stuff. Pizza stream. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did a pizza stream on my Twitch channel. It was great.
Or Vlogenstein.
And Daryl and Alex were both there for that, actually. Yeah.
Did
It was
they?
awesome.
Did you warn them to get pizza for themselves?
Yeah, no, we had planned it out and we all got pizza. It was great. It was awesome. So yeah, we should do that for AA.
Yeah.
Vlogger Vlogenstein, definitely Vlogenstein.
Thanks for the stream. I'm looking forward to big merch push soon. Thank you, Alex. Excited about the uptick in video uploads. Really excited as to what kind of side videos you guys come up with. Yeah.
Stealth person while hiking, so you don't have to walk back for the camera.
Oh, I mean,
I would say no because the
We have-
camaraderie is part of it.
yeah,
And
we have our own vision.
If we had a person there, then
We did that once.
yeah, that's true. But
I mean,
it's
yeah.
more fun to have them on it, and she also wasn't filming, so
Yeah, it was like one shot.
yeah.
Alex says he made homemade pizza way too early.
Yeah, so we did it in the morning. It was
Oh.
a Saturday morning, and I made a frozen pizza in the morning. In fact, the only person who was eating it at night was Daryl, I think. Everybody else is eating it like in the morning. So.
One of my friends will always get a frozen pizza and then just add a bunch of extra stuff to it.
Yeah, it's not a
Garlic
bad
and
idea.
hot peppers. Ice cream or cake? I'm going to go ice cream.
Ooh, cake for me.
I just like the cold, liquidy.
Yeah. I could go for like a 49-cent chocolate cake mix at this grocery store, no frosting, and just eat that whole thing
so
fresh out of
funny.
the oven.
Spring or fall? I'm gonna say
Unflavored
spring,
for me.
but it's close.
Spring or fall? Ooh.
Yeah, spring.
I'm gonna go fall. That's funny. Like a lot of times our answers will align, but so far we're 0 for 2. Yeah, fall. I just love the feeling. For some reason, it's nostalgic to be cold in the morning outside. Like even though the nostalgia is for waiting for the bus, and that was a terrible feeling.
Yeah, isn't that so funny?
It's so weird. Like rose-colored glasses could make something as awful as that fun. You know?
Yeah. I like both. They're great seasons.
Like a box of chocolates.
Publix carrot cake. Never had that.
Oh, Publix is a grocery store.
Have we ate any pasties or pasties? No.
No, actually, yeah. Haven't seen any.
Actually, that's not true. I did try to home make one. The carrots were a little undercooked, though. I probably should have stir fried them in a pan first. But I used like one of those like Hostess or Pillsbury Doughboy doughs.
Like, yeah, Hostess fudge rounds. I was like, I don't think I make a good pasty.
Or make a great one.
Moosehead Lake or Bold Coast?
Are those beers or places?
Places. I haven't been to either one.
We could Google real quick what they look like.
Okay, I'll Google it while you answer the next question.
I'm driving over to Hocking Hills this weekend. Recommendations. Check out Rock House. That's a cool area there. And then Ash Cave is very cool. Oh, Cantwell Cliffs. I've heard great things about it. I've never actually done the hike up on the cliffs, but that's usually a little bit quieter.
Moosehead Lake is, just someplace in Maine.
Yeah, they both are, I think.
Oh, they both are? Both places in Maine. Okay. I mean, Moosehead Lake sounds cool. But Bold Coast, maybe Bold Coast because it's on the coast.
Yeah, it's bold. For your mysterious October trip, yes or no? Hunting for cryptids. That would be kind of interesting, like going to a place that's known
I don't know what a cryptid is.
I think it's just like a Bigfoot or like a Yeti or anything like that. A Jersey Devil.
That would be really cool.
A Loch Ness Monster.
You know, that actually would make a very clickable viral video.
Yeah.
Not viral video, but a video that people would watch.
Just bring a gorilla costume.
It's like at the end of it. What are you guys doing after live stream ends? I'm going to go get some sparkling water. I'm going to drink that.
Oh, I'll go with you, yeah.
And then I'm going to sleep.
I might make a jellyfish salad. With a homegrown cucumber and some jellyfish that I bought the other day. But I might edit this short video too.
Esther Sue Guy, welcome. She was also there for the pizza party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vinyl or CD? I'm going to have to go with CD because I still don't have a vinyl player. But vinyl, like the idea of it is super cool.
It's funny. I know so many people who have vinyl players. Probably because I'm friends with hipsters, but
yeah, almost like.
But it's like, almost aesthetically, it's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's also a ritual. Like, it's much more deliberate. I'm gonna listen to not like just let me randomly put a song and play it out of my terrible phone speaker. You know,
man. Yeah.
Erland, welcome. You are late as always. I see.
Sanwar, what? I'm curious what the weirdest thing you've eaten is now. Bob, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Am I spending any time in Portland before or after my hike of Mount Hood? Yes. So I'm going to the Portland Retro Game Expo the weekend before, so the 18th, 19th, 20th. And then the next week is when I'm going to do the Mount Hood trail. So I have an entire week to do that one. Should be great.
Hobbit or Fellowship of the Ring? If we're talking books, I might go Hobbit, but that's only because I attempted to read it as a kid, and that was the one I could read. But that's kind of more for kids. But I kind of do want to try reading those again someday.
I tried to read Fellowship of the Ring. It's too long.
Well, it's like he talks for like 50 pages about who's invited to the birthday party.
Yeah.
It's like the Saxville Bagginses and the Bogsville's Booginses and the Pookie Pox.
The Boogensteins.
The Schlugenschlappers.
Movie-wise, I haven't seen The Hobbit, so I guess I'd go with Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah. I was just watching that on Netflix. Harry Potter, awesome. Yeah, I like it. I still haven't read the last book.
I've seen all the movies.
I haven't seen them.
I read the first 3 books.
Sanwar says, I eat dried fish. Smells like death, but so good. Yeah, it sounds good. I just got these like seaweed pearls from IKEA. It's supposed to be like vegan caviar. Ooh. It tastes kind of bad, though. What's taking me so long? I think I just like have a trouble ending things sometimes. Like I've done that with shows too. I'll just not watch the last episode because I want it to last. I'm like the opposite of you in that sense, I guess.
Well, that's funny. I love when things end. It's a really weird thing. I want things to end sometimes.
You're like, I wouldn't want to be immortal because I like ending so much.
I gotta have the ending of my life. I gotta watch that, dude.
Like an orchestrated song, like playing. Like,
what is it? A flashback in slow motion, man. And like, I love when we finish a project, is the best feeling in the world. Because I'm I'm archiving all this stuff on the old hard drives, and I'm never looking at it again.
That is a really good feeling, yeah.
Yeah, and you just have like this nice package. I watch the package all the time, but the actual nuts and bolts, I don't ever want to see it again. So, okay, I think we should end it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for joining us on this lackluster stream. We hope it was entertaining.
A lot of nothing. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get that sparkling water. I'm going to go answer this email from a client that just said that I put the wrong phone number on the title screen at the end.
That's nightmarish.
Yeah. That's no big deal. I just have to re-render. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back
someday.
We'll be back next Monday.
Yeah. Well, someone will be.
Somebody will.
Brian will be.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Yeah, Brian will be. And he's going to be... Well, we won't spoil what he's going to be doing. He's going to be doing something cool. It's not super out of the ordinary, but it is cool.
I don't remember what he said even.
I do.
I'll
keep it secret from you too.
Okay. Gonna watch bloopers of part 3 now. Actually, those aren't out yet. Sorry.
We can make it unlisted and give these 15 people a head start. Let's do it.
Yeah.
For the fun of it. You guys want the road trip part 3 commentary as well? Let's do that too. It's not uploaded yet. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's 41% uploaded. Oh, it's already unlisted. So we can just give them a link. Okay. Remember, viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, don't show your children this unless you deem it acceptable.
Yeah, make sure you watch it first. That's just for you guys, you 15 people, and whoever watches the archive.
Yeah, don't tell anybody else about this.
Yeah, it's a secret.
We'll have it actually published for patrons later. But
commentary
part 2, yeah.
Is that up?
That is up. Mm-hmm.
That is up. Okay, yeah, watch that too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on Monday. More videos coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then commentary part 3 is already edited. It'll be up soon. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is the thing that I ended with. Okay. Thank you guys.